It's shot night tonight. A lot of stuff happened this week and I have a lot to report to you guys. So check back in at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go over what happened this week, where my weight was, and what I'm gonna dose, and there's a surprise coming. Right now, I wanna get into a really big topic. And if you thought GLP-1s were just the easy way to lose weight and you don't have to do the work, you're in for a treat here. A GLP-1 is the truest journey of all, and when you start to taper down that med and you're trying to keep the weight off, this is when you're going to hit up against that mental battle. I've been working closely with my provider, who's also a fellow physician assistant, and I'm going to share with you some of the insight that she gives me while I'm trying to quit my semaglutide GLP-1. Let's go with the backstory here. I've lost 40 pounds, 7 inches off my waist since starting my GLP-1 back in August of 2024. Since then, I've been trying to taper down over the last about 16 weeks. Right now, I'm starting to learn that I need to deal with a lot of my false beliefs and reflexes that I have around food and eating. I've been an athlete almost my entire life. I was Division I soccer player, and I was trained to eat for fuel. Some days I would do 3+ hours of workouts per day, sometimes 2 sessions of that, and we needed to eat. So that was my life, fueling my body for my sport. Even in high school, those ridiculous overeating pasta parties that we would have before our soccer games every week. Did we need all that food? Probably not. Were we trained to think that we needed that food and all those carbs? Sure. Now let's fast forward to, I'm no longer a college athlete, but now I'm pregnant and I had 2 miscarriages and I finally got pregnant with a healthy baby. Guess what I was told? Eat. You need to eat to have a healthy baby. Don't restrict calories. Okay, so I did that. I had a healthy baby, and then guess what? I breastfed him, and guess what I was told? You need more calories. You need to eat more. And then I got pregnant with my second and breastfed my first at the same time, then breastfed my second for a year, and the whole time I was told I needed to eat. So my body was trained to eat and consume calories because it needed it. What happens when you're 2 years out from breastfeeding, you're no longer pregnant, you're no longer an athlete, but everything in your brain and all the signals you're getting are saying, eat. That's where this stuff can get really confusing, and you have to learn to not pay attention to those signals. But is that even possible? So I did the eating and I did the fasting. I even went as far as trying to run a half marathon fasted. My brain ran out of fuel. I got confused. I sat down about 200 yards from the finish line thinking I was done, and all my muscles started to spasm. That's when the paramedics came in, and I never finished the race. So what now? When the signals are mixed up and you're getting signals to eat and that you're hungry, but you're getting signals to restrict because you're overweight, what do you pay attention to? The gurus say women need to eat more and not restrict because it affects their metabolism. And other people say you need to cut calories in order to lose weight. So this is where the real work comes in, and the GLP-1 is a real tool. My provider is a physician assistant. Her name is Bailey, and she is incredible. She is bariatric medicine trained. She used to be surgical, and now she does internal medicine. And her whole theory since the beginning of me being on this med is that our bodies are trained to survive in famine, in war, when we can't get access to food, or when we're sick. They're trained to hold on to the energy so we can survive. But our bodies don't know that we're not facing famine or war or hunger, and that we have access to food, but our bodies haven't learned to let go of holding on so tight to all that energy. And so this is the process of training our body that it can trust us. Since August 1st, 2024, I've been telling my body that I'm not pregnant, I'm not breastfeeding, and there's no zombie apocalypse that's gonna come take all the food and I need my energy. I've been training my body to let go of it and that I need less. Well, my body's still learning. So meet me at 8 p.m. tonight. I'm going to talk to you about what I'm doing for my shot, where my headspace is at, and how I'm trying to stay motivated, inspired, and give myself grace in the whole process.